If your team hates upselling, good. Keep hating that version of it, because the pushy add-on at the register is the worst performing sales move in your whole salon. This is Pressed for Profit, the daily brief for nail salon owners. I'm Maya, and today we're fixing upselling by admitting the truth. The best upsell never feels like a sale at all. It feels like advice, and the client thanks you for it. Here's what most salons believe. Upselling means catching the client at checkout and asking if they want to add something. Want a top coat? Want to add art? It's tacked on at the end, it's transactional, and everybody in the chair can feel it. Your tech feels sleazy asking, the client feels cornered answering, and half the time the answer is a polite no just to make the moment end, so the team decides they're bad at selling, and they quietly stop trying. Tickets stay flat. So here's our take, and it's a real reversal. Pushy upselling doesn't fail because your team lacks the nerve. It fails because it's badly timed and badly framed. Move the recommendation to the start of the appointment, frame it as expertise instead of an add-on, and the whole thing stops feeling like selling. It becomes a consultation. And clients, right now more than ever, expect to be advised. The entire beauty and retail world has trained them to expect personalized recommendations, the sense that someone looked at them specifically and suggested the right thing. When you don't offer that, you're not being polite. You're withholding the exact service they walked in wanting. Let me give you the framework, because this is a today thing your team can use on the next client. It starts with one question at the beginning of the appointment, not the end. Something like, "What's this week looking like for you? Anything special coming up?" That single question does all the work. If she says she's got a wedding Saturday, you now recommend a longer wearing finish and a design that photographs well, not because you're upselling, but because that is genuinely the right call for her week. If she says she's on her feet at work and always chips by day 4, you recommend the more durable service that actually solves her problem. You are not adding stuff. You are prescribing the right finish for her life. Nobody resents a professional who pays attention. Notice what changed. The old way was, "Do you want to add something?" The client hears, "Spend more." The new way is, "Based on what you just told me, here's what I'd do." The client hears, "This person is good and they're looking out for me." Same higher value service, completely different emotional transaction. One creates resistance, the other creates trust. And here's the part owners miss. The consultative version also raises the average ticket, quietly and consistently. Even a few extra dollars per visit, repeated across every chair, every day, compounds into real money over a month. Results vary by business, pricing, and how naturally your team delivers it, but the mechanism is sound, and it costs you nothing to install. Now, the objection I hear from owners constantly, "My team is uncomfortable selling, they don't want to be pushy." Perfect. That discomfort is your best asset, because it means they have good instincts. You are not asking them to sell harder. You are asking them to stop selling and start advising. Train the opening question, not a pitch. Role play it once at your next team meeting. Everyone learns to ask what's coming up this week, then to recommend the right service for the answer. That's the whole skill. The techs who dreaded upselling are usually the ones who become best at this because they actually care about the client in the chair, and now they have permission to show it. And a soft note for the nail printer minute. If you run a nail printer, you have the easiest, most welcome upsell in the building because it's personal. Want to make it really yours? A custom printed accent, her initials, her wedding colors, a design that matches the event she just told you about. That's not an add-on she has to be talked into. It's the thing she'll photograph and show people. Customization is the upsell clients say yes to on their own because it's about them, not about your margin. One line, offered as a suggestion, priced with confidence. So here's this week's action. At your next shift or team meeting, replace one habit. Kill the checkout question, "Do you want to add anything?" and install the opening question instead. "What's your week look like? Anything special coming up?" Then teach your team to recommend the right finish for the answer. That's it. Advice at the start, not a pitch at the end. Watch what it does to both your tickets and your reviews. If today's brief was useful, subscribe so tomorrow's finds you. Pressed for Profit is at nailprinter.podbean.com or wherever you get your podcasts. That's your edge for today. I'm Maya. Keep it pressed, keep it profitable.